Today I'm going to recreate this makeup look. I saw a really lovely picture of Khushi Kapoor and I thought the look was very pretty, pink, dewy, and I liked it. So I thought of recreating this. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So let's get into the makeup. I've already cleansed and toned, and now I'm going to go in for moisturizer. And since I want a nice lovely glowy look, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Let's do this, girl. I know I could normally do this off camera, and sometimes I do, but I feel like it's not enough to just show the makeup. You have to show how you've prepped the skin as well to show the complete look. You can see such a difference from before I put the cream and after. It really is a magic cream. Just make sure your face is really nicely moisturized. You want a dewy, glowy look, so moisturizer is key. Just making sure I'm really well moisturized. I'm going to be doing a lot of prep for this look because I think prep is super important for the look. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also putting my Laneige sleeping mask as my lip balm. Dewy skin, juicy pink lips, that's the look we're going for, so. Gotta prep for that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. Can you see how dewy my skin is looking already? Now I'm going to put primer. This is the Huda Beauty Water Jelly Primer. And I'm going to put this on the peripheries of my face. And around. And then just for this portion and my nose, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because that's where my pores tend to show, and I just need a little bit more smoother. So we prep the skin completely. So while that's sinking into the skin, I'm going to go in for eyebrows. I'm using my Swiss Beauty. This is what I normally use, and I just take a spoolie, brush out the eyebrow hairs, and then go in. And to keep it set, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. Brows are fine. Skin is still bouncy and ready for makeup. So I'm going in with color corrector. It's my LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I'm just using it on some areas. The look that I'm copying, I don't think she has too much color corrector, but she's like really young and I don't think she has too much pigmentation. So she may not be using this, but I need to use it. That's really another important thing with makeup. It's you can't just do exactly what someone does. Your skin is different, your texture is different, your issues are different. So just, I'm just going to show you how I can kind of get that look. So I'm taking my concealer brush, going into the product and just tapping it. Taking a little bit for my under eye. Any active spots? Okay, so now for foundation, I'm going to be using a combination of the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline and the Nykaa Matte Last in Tan. It is a very dewy look, so I have prepped my skin for that, but I like to put a matte foundation and then add dewiness with blush and highlighter because I don't like the skin looking too dewy, then gets too oily. So I'm just taking a pinch of that and then of the Maybelline, and I'm going to combine them. Back of my brush, and then do I know what I'm doing? Maybe not. Maybe I do. And I'm using a foundation brush today. I'm using my Zoeva buffing brush. I'm just buffing it into the skin. Down the neck. A little bit more foundation on my upper lip area, get more coverage. Now for concealer, I'm first taking my Age Rewind multi-use concealer in the shade Caramel. Just going underneath and a little bit on my lids as well. And I'm going to blend it with a flat brush like this. And then I'm going to take my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Biscuit. I'm going to put it a little lower to just highlight. And then using my buffing brush, just blend that out. Can you see how much that area has brightened up? Whatever's left on the brush, just look. Okay, Now I'm gonna take a sip of water. Now blush. It's a very blushy, beautiful look, very dewy, so the blush is really important. I'll be using the Pixi On The Go blush in Ruby. Look how pretty this is. Love this blush. And just going in. I'm gonna go like look straight, go from the middle of my eye and just sweep it up. And we gotta blend this girl. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just start blending. And a little bit on my nose. It really gives that lovely flush look. And take a little bit on my fingers and put it on my lids as well. How glowy is that? And now we're gonna go in for highlight. I'm using the Lush Feeling Younger Skin Tint. I'm gonna take a little bit. Massage into my hands and then place it on the high points of my cheek. Kind of melting it into that blush and then bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, under the eyebrow. Now I'm going to take a subtle little cut that. I'm going to take a subtle contour. This is the Fenty Beauty in Truffle, and I'm just going to draw it just here and then down a little bit on my nose. She has a really cute button pointy nose, so I'm going to do that, and a little over here, which I'm going to blend out with my shadow. Contour brush. Start at the bottom, blend that out. Just blend that into the blush. And now pinching this and going down the side of my nose, blending everything we did earlier, and then set everything for now. I'm going to be using my Sugar Set to Tone Tinted powder in Chococcino. I'm going to take a bit of the powder. And just go in with my trusty triangular puff. Especially here, this is like the most important part. And it's where I tend to sweat, so I need that girl. And I'm going to set my eyelids as well with just a very little amount of powder, and then whatever else is left in the puff. Now I'm going to spray my Pixi Glow mist to set everything. Let that dry, and it's going to give us this lovely dewy base. and now we're going to go in with powder products again. So it's just going to set everything. So while that is drying, I'm going to go in for the eyes. She has a lovely peachy pinkish eye with a really nice defined wing. So I'm going to start with this NK birthday cake palette, and I'm going to take this bright color here. On a flat brush like this, and just go in. I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette now, and I just want to make it less pink, so I'm going to use this color right here to hopefully do that. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more peach when I add this color, which is kind of what I want. Okay, now it's looking good. It's super bright, but that's fine. And now I'm gonna go in for liner. Oh, super tough. So I'm gonna start with my Maybelline products. I really like using the Colossal Kajal and Maybelline liquid liners for that. So this is the Colossal liquid liner and this is the Maybelline line tattoo. So I'm just gonna go in with the Kajal first and just tightline my upper waterline. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in for my liquid liner. So this is work, girl. So I'm just going to focus and do that. So drawing a line, kind of extending from the lower lash line and then going in. Okay, this is not working. I'm going to use the line tattoo. This Colossal is not working. Okay, that is one eye done, and now I'm going to do the other eye. What do you guys think? Did I do it? Did I manage? Now I feel like I like to set my liquid liner as well. So I'm going back in with my Swiss Beauty, and it has a black eyeshadow in here. So I'm just going to use that with a flat brush like this and just set and go over my liquid liner. It intensifies it, it makes it last longer. So I'm just going to carefully do that. Just pressing the black eyeshadow on top of it. Love it. I still have time. I'm actually going out and I'm just taking forever. So I saw that she had a little bit underneath as well, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this color right here and put that underneath with the same brush I used earlier. No biggie. Now that all that dewy mist has dried, I'm going to go back in with the base, and I'm going to use powder products to go over the cream and liquid products I used earlier. For blush, I'm going to go over my blush with the Contour de Force palette. And I'm going to take this pink color, and with the same brush that I used to blend my blush earlier, I'm just going to go over it. To give that blushy effect. For bronzer, I'm going to go over it with the Juvia's Place. And I'm going to use this color with the same brush I used. Now, I'm going to... Have I done everything? No, I forgot highlighter. I'm going to use the same palette and go over that highlighter with this color right here. I'm using this brush for that. Just one swipe. Not too much. And now, because it's a dewy look, I am going to set the spray again to set all of this in place again. So let's do that. Wait. Before I set that in place, I'm going to take a little bit more powder. That's the Sugar Contour de Force powder. And just put that under my eyes a little bit. And wherever I tend to sweat. Okay. Now it's time for the Pixi Glow Mist. I'm going to spray that all over. Wait for that to dry. Take a sip of water. We're going glowy. So we really need everything to look melted together. While that's drying, I'm gonna go in for mascara. I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal and just getting my lashes nice and thick. And I'm going to also go over that with the Maybelline Sky High just to give a little bit of length. So I've given the volume, I'm going to give the length. I don't know which one you're supposed to do first, but I'm doing this way. I think it's looking good. Now for lip liner, I'm going to the lips. I'm using my Huda Beauty 2.0 Rich Brown. You know the drill. I'm just giving some definition. So we have lips now. And now, because she has really nice pink juicy lips, I couldn't think of anything better than my Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade Unrivaled. So I'm gonna shake it up. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna take a mirror and focus because I cannot mess this up. This does not budge. How pretty. How pretty. So I'm going to take, should I do one more layer? It's really pigmented. I'm just going to do a little bit on top. Juicy, girl. So juicy. So I'm just gonna let that dry as well. I think I've missed a spot. This claims to not budge. We'll see about that. And I want to put a little bit of this Maybelline Hooked on Pink. Just a little. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna finish up getting ready and come right back. There you have it. That's me recreating this look. Tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments below what else you guys wanted me to try. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.